Pokerogue is the best thing that happened to my gaming addiction since League of Legends. In Pokerogue, you start with a team worth 10 points and try to beat a gauntlet of 200 floors filled with unforgiving trainer battles, rival fights, gym leaders, and Eternatus. But once that's over, you unlock Endless, where you have 15 points instead of 10. And in this video, I'll be providing you with the optimal team for it. After playing a few runs and seeing firsthand what's in store, I have come up with a checklist of essentials that you will need to make your Endless run as easy as possible. The specifics can change, but for the most part, if you stick to this guide, you should be golden. So let's get into the list. Your first Pokemon should be your carry. This Pokemon is the one you'll be focusing on for most of your run, and all resources should go to them. The things you're looking for in a carry are a high base stat total, anything over 600 should do, a good ability and passive, a move that hits both opponents and not your partner, and less importantly, a special attacker to ignore Intimidate. For my carry, I went with Mega Latias fused with Archaludon. Make sure to evolve your Heavy Metal Duraludon before fusing, because once you fuse, you cannot use the Metal Alloy on your sacrifice Pokemon. Your sacrifice Pokemon being the Pokemon you fuse second. With this fusion, Latias has a Dragon Steel typing with the passive Soul Heart. Soul Heart boosts Latias' special attack stat by 1 every time a Pokemon on the field dies. And the ability Sturdy, so it can't be one-shot. Sturdy is great because once we are in the late game, the enemies will be doing too much damage to live without it. And at the end of every turn, Latias should be back to full health, which refreshes Sturdy from all the leftovers, shell bells, and berries that almost never get consumed once you have 3 berry pouches. And all are boosted by 10% per healing charm. You'll also have a bunch of stat boosts from pinch berries as well. Go with the modest nature for slightly more damage, and stack all the vitamins except protein to maximize its stats. For its moves, I went with Dragon Energy, which is a 150 base power stab spread move based on your current health. Flash Cannon for stab against fairies. Stored Power, which has its base damage increased for every stat boost from Soul Heart and the pinch berries. And Metal Burst for late game. Replace Flash Cannon for Roar once it's late game and you can no longer do damage. This allows you to scare away a Pokemon in double battles, so you can catch the one you really want. These 2 Pokemon cost 8 out of my 15 points since I have them at the lowest cost. My Latias and Duraludon are rare shinies, which means together they give me 4 luck. We are aiming for 14 luck in total for the max triple S luck. If your carry cannot handle Eternatus on their own, then make sure you have a Mon that can. This Pokemon will be your carry's backup in double battles as well. The things you're looking for in this Pokemon are a Fairy Steel typing to be immune to Eternatus, a move that steals the opponent's held items, and a support move for your carry. I chose to go with Tinkaton. Tinkaton has a Fairy Steel typing, which like I said cannot be damaged by Eternatus, and the way I use Tinkaton makes it so I don't need to worry about its passive or ability. Its moves are Fake Out for priority flinching, Helping Hand for utility for my carry, Protect, and either Thief or Covet for item gathering from Eternatus. Tinkaton costs 2 of the 15 points and is also a rare shiny, bringing my total luck up to 6 out of 14. The next essential will be a Pokemon that has Pickup and Runaway. The only 2 Pokemon without fusing that has this combo currently are Zigzagoon and Sentret. I have an epic shiny for both, so either one is fine, although Sentret costs 0.25 points while Zigzagoon costs 0.5 points. Pickup allows that Pokemon to take one of the held items from an enemy Pokemon as long as it wasn't consumed during the battle. This is great for stocking up on held items for your carry. Runaway is for the endgame, when there's no point in battling Pokemon anymore. It guarantees escape from all battles except Paradox Pokemon and Eternatus. This brings my total to 10.25 for my team and 9 points for my luck. Once you hit around floor 3000, you'll be doing very little damage. At that point, it's time to switch carries. Your late game carry just needs two things: Sturdy to not get knocked out in one hit, and Metal Burst to return any damage back at the opponents 1.5 times. The easiest Pokemon to get this with is Burmy, specifically the female trash form. The moves you want to run are Sappy Seed for percent healing, Metal Burst for damage, Protect just in case you're not full health at the start of the turn, and Infestation for percent chip damage. Metal Burst does not have negative priority, so if you're faster than your opponent, it will do nothing. That's why you want to run a speed lowering nature and give it 10 soul dues. At that point, your speed stat will be 1, allowing you to go second every time. My Burmy is shiny for another point of luck, but I also like fusing my epic shiny Shroomish into my Burmy so it has the passive Sturdy and the ability Poison Heal. Make sure to give it the Toxic Orb whenever you find it, and never give it Lumberries. Burmy costs 0.5 points and Shroomish costs 2 points. With this team, I have spent 12.75 of my 15 starter points, and I have 13 out of the 14 points of luck I'm looking for. Once I fuse the Duraludon into my Latios or the Shroomish into my Burmy, I'll have space for the first shiny I see to get me to max luck. I never mentioned Pokerus, which grants a Pokemon 1.5 times XP gain, and will eventually spread to your whole team, because you don't need it, but it's nice to have since the XP charms got nerfed recently, so if one of these Pokemon have it, then great. And there you have it, the current optimal endless team for Pokerogue. Let me know in the comments if you agree or disagree, and if you ended up using my team. I thank you for watching and making it this far into the video. It took me weeks to edit this since I needed to learn how to use Premiere Pro. I'll be making more Pokerogue content, so if you're here for that, then why not subscribe? I am trying to make this my full-time job to support my new family, so it'd be a great help. With that being said, if you liked the video, please like it as well and follow my Twitch channel where I've been and will continue to stream my endless runs. See you next time.